Oh, well, fuck. Oh. Hi. I guess I can't, I cannot, I cannot show my face on the video because as soon as I do, they know I'm doing it somehow and they turn off the damn camera. It's amazing. It's like sometimes, it's really hard to do these messages and it's really hard to do them twice. It's frustrating because getting your thoughts in order, and you see how I struggle anyhow. Oh. Am I being tested? I think I am. So anyway, I'm not going to go into everything I went into in the last video. We're going to, I guess, stick with flat Earth here for a minute or two. Let me see. All right. We're talking about the lie of globe Earth and the biblical cosmology, the shape that we pretty much know it's not a globe, but we're not sure exactly how flat it is, if it's toroidal, if it's, and you know, it's the motherfuckers that these controllers, these elites, they know exactly what they know the science of it, but they're not going to tell us, because if they tell us what it is, they're going to be promoting God. And people say, why is it so important, JD Nyjah, that we don't believe in globe Earth? Well, just about everything rests on the fact that, are you going to believe God or are you going to believe these devils? I could go into a lot of interesting things about what it means to be wicked. And I mean, I don't understand why the devils would deny their creator. I don't understand why that is. I think maybe it's just so people like me and people like you, people like me and people like you can speak the word of truth against lie. Maybe that's all it is what are you going to speak? What is the word that you're going to speak? Are you going to speak a lie, or are you going to speak the truth? And so if I have no problem saying I don't believe in globe Earth, I will not ever say I believe I live on a globe Earth unless I go up into space far enough to see that there is a globe Earth. I don't believe there is, and there's no way they're going to let people do that, because that's why they have NASA. Oh, we'll tell you what it is. NASA. Just add a T and you got Satan, right? But anyhow, flat Earth. Idols are no comparison to God. We're in Isaiah now. Listen to what Isaiah says. To whom then will ye liken God? Or what likeness will you compare unto him? The workman melteth a graven image, and the goldsmith spreadeth it over with gold, and casteth it with silver chains. Verse 20 of Isaiah 40. He that is so impoverished that he has no oblation chooses a tree that will not rot. He seeketh unto him a cunning workman to prepare a graven image that shall not be moved. So, what's Isaiah saying? I'm going to find a workman that can make an image, a graven image, and the graven image is that globe earth that they show us. This is it. This is where we live. Check it out. And then they'll show it slowly turning. That's the spin. So the CGI over the years has gotten better, and they're making us believe this fake image, right? And that's what he's talking about. It's like, man, once that's in your mind, once your impoverished mind, once your poor, beaten down, brainwashed mind believes you're on a spinning wet ball rocket, it's hard to get that out of your head. And so a lot of people, I'll read on, you'll find out what happens to these people that believe in that. Have you not known? Have you not heard? Has it not been told you from the beginning? Haven't you been able to listen? Haven't you known at one point where you are? See, as a first fruit, I was here helping make this place. And that's why I stand so firmly on it, is because I helped make it. I can't be fooled into thinking it's something other than what we made. There was a tabernacle. The tabernacle was the... Oh, this guy again? Keep going. Good work. The tabernacle was made as an example of the earth. It has 4 sides. It has a center, Holy of Holies. It has 3 tribes on each side to equal 12 tribes. It has the Levites all around the inner circle. And then it has the Holy of Holies. It's an example of the earth, the tabernacle. When they came out of Egypt, the Lord had them set up tents. A tent has a covering. That's the firmament. I went into that in the first part. It is he that sitteth upon the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers, that stretcheth out the heavens as a curtain, and spreadeth them out as a tent to dwell in. That's what I was saying. It's a tabernacle. It's a tent. It's a place that he made. See the tent out there? That's an example of what the earth is. That's a tabernacle. That's a tent. There's 4 sides. People camping on each side. In the middle is where God reigns, because he is the center of all creation. Just like the earth is the center of all creation. There's nothing out there. We're going nowhere. Whatever's out there we know nothing about, because it doesn't matter. Who the fuck why would you want to go anywhere? He made everything here. This is where we live. Fucking get over it. That bringeth the princes to nothing. He maketh the judges of the earth as vanity. So these people that are telling you these lies, they are coming to nothing. That they're going to find out they have nothing at all. They shall not be planted, yea, they shall not be sown, yea, their stock shall not take root in the earth. And he shall also blow upon them, and they shall wither, and the whirlwind shall take them away as a stubble. The only thing that's going to be spinning around is that whirlwind that's going to blow these evil, wicked, lying pricks into a pit where their tongues can no longer tell lies. And they'll just be sticking up out of the dirt, and we'll be able to walk on them, and their tongues will give us foot massages. Okay, so let's go to Revelation. We're talking about the shape of the earth. Revelation 7:1. Let's get it. Let's get it. And it reads, and after these things, so this is the tabernacle again. This is how the Lord uses the Spirit. I didn't know that this was coming right after what I said about the tabernacle, the four corners. 12,000 sealed from each tribe. And after these things, I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. So if there's a wind blowing, how does it blow around a globe? It can't. It has to be a flat surface that this wind blows on. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the sea and the earth, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which are sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. So it's talking about these four corners. And who's on these four corners? The tribes of Israel. So what he's saying is there's 144,000 of us that aren't bowing to this bullshit fucking nonsense world that Satan has set up. And we're going to have the power to bring things about. And I heard the number of them which were sealed. There were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes. Of Judah, 12,000. Of Reuben, 12,000. Of Gad, 12,000. That's one verse. That's verse 5. There's three tribes. That's one corner. Of the other corner, Asher, 12,000. Nephthalim, 12,000. Manasseh, 12,000. So why does it say Nephthalim? Because we are the fallen angels. We are the Nephilim. We are the giants. Nephthalim. That's Naphtali. The tribe of Simeon, 12,000. The tribe of Levi, 12,000. The tribe of Issachar, 12,000. There's another side, another verse. 5, 6, 7, and 8 are the three tribes in each verse representing one side of the four-cornered earth or tabernacle. Verse 8, and of the tribe of Zabulon were 12,000, of Joseph 12,000, and last but not least, Benjamin were sealed 12,000. So when it talks in the Bible, the first will be last and the last will be first. When it talks of these 12 tribes, who comes first? Judah. Who comes last? Benjamin. What does that mean? In the last days, what's going to happen? Benjamin's going to be first, and Judah's going to be last. And that's what these GMS knuckleheads don't realize. They are set up to be, they are going to be the tail of the tribes. So that's another one where it's talking about the tabernacle. He says, the four corners and the winds of the earth, right? So now let's go to Job 26. Let's see if I can find Job. Here it is. 26 and 7. It says, God is great. How hast thou counseled him, verse 3 of 26, that has no wisdom? And how hast thou plentifully declared the thing as it is? Declared the thing as it is. Who has done that? To whom hast thou uttered words, and whose spirit came from thee? That's what I was talking about yesterday. The word and the spirit are of the same truth. To whom hast thou uttered words, and whose spirit came from thee? Dead things are formed from under the waters, and the inhabitants thereof. Hell is naked before him, and destruction has no covering. So if you think you're on a spinning wet ball rocket in this endless universe, what Job is saying is, where's the covering? There is no covering because it's an expanding universe, right? There's no covering because there's no end. And that's what he's saying. What kind of nincompoop believes this stuff? Hell is naked before him, and destruction has no covering. He stretches out the north over the empty space, and hangeth the earth upon nothing. He bindeth up the waters in the thick clouds, and the cloud is not rent under him. He holdeth back the face of his throne, the face, and spreadeth clouds upon it. Can you spreadeth clouds upon a ball? No, because the underside of the ball is not going to have the spreading. Can you spread butter on a... Why do they make toast flat? So you can spread butter on it, or you can spread meat over it, or you can put cheese on it. It's simple. He has compassed the waters with bounds until the day and night come to an end. What does that mean? Bounds. There's an end. We can't go anywhere. We're stuck here. There's a boundary. The pillars of heaven tremble and are astonished at his reproof. By his spirit he has garnished the heavens. His hand has formed the crooked serpent. So what did he do? He made it so that a monkey brain would believe that we're on a globe. He made it that way. It's like, I could see how those are planets out there. Look at the sun and the moon's round. The stars look round. We're probably on a round thing too. It's all round, right? No, he's saying, you crooked serpents. Let's see what it says. Crooked serpent is fleeing away because they're going to get blown off this place. Lo, these are parts of his ways, but how little a portion is heard of him. But the thunder of his power, who can understand it? So Job is saying, Job is the oldest book in the Bible, right? So what does Job talk about over and over again? He talks about the shape of the earth, and he talks about he talks about the flat earth a lot. I didn't pull up a lot of scriptures from Job, but he says it more than once. Right here. I mean, I was just scanning through here and I found one. God's mighty power. I know it is so of a truth, but how should man be just with God? If he will contend with him, he cannot answer him. 1 of 1,000. He is wise in heart and mighty in strength, who has hardened himself against him and has prospered. Which removeth the mountains, and they know not, which overturneth them in his anger, which shaketh the earth out of her place, and the pillars thereof tremble, which commandeth the sun, and it riseth not, and sealed up the stars, which alone spreadeth out the heavens, and treadeth upon the waves of the sea, which marketh Arcturus, Orion, and Pleiades in the chambers of the south, which does great things past finding out, yea, and wonders without numbers. Lo, he goeth before me, and I see him not. He passeth on also, but I perceive him not. Behold, he taketh away, who can hinder him? Who will say unto him, what do you do? Let's see. Matthew 4:8, and then we'll close out. I get bored with this because it's it's a spiritually discerned thing, and he's only going to give it to you if you are a believer. That's what a believer is. You believe on the Bible, not on Esau's nonsense, his vanity, his lies. 4:8, again, the devil taketh him up into an exceedingly high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them. And said unto him, all these things will I give you, if you will fall down and worship me. So he took him up to a high mountain. He took him up to a mountain, a high mountain. Imagine you're standing on the top of Everest with the devil, and the devil's going, all these things will be yours. And he's like, if you're on a round ball, how would you see on the other side of the earth? He took him up high enough that he could see the whole earth. It says it. The devil taketh him up into an exceedingly high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world. How could he show him all the kingdoms if you're on a globe? You wouldn't be able to see on the other side. No matter how high the mountain is, you can't see on the other side of a globe. Proverbs. The wisest man in the world, Proverbs 8:27. This is Solomon, this is Yahushua before he came back as our Savior. 8:27, and it reads, I'll start in 23. I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. So Solomon saying, dude, I was already here before the earth was here. When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains abounding with water. So Solomon, even as Solomon, he knew that he was of the first fruits. He knew he was the beginning. He's the Alpha and the Omega, right? When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains abounding with water. That's what I'm saying about the first fruits. When Yahushua was created, he was created to create the earth. And the angels were set up, the first fruits, myself included, were here helping him make this tabernacle. Before the mountains were settled, before the hills was I brought forth, while as yet he had not made the earth, nor the fields, nor the highest part of the dust of the world. The highest part, what's that mean? What could be the highest part on a globe? When it doesn't make any sense. There's only one highest part, and that's Everest. That's the highest part of the earth, the flat earth. While as yet he had not made the earth, nor the fields, nor the highest part of the dust of the world, when he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the depth, you can't have a face of a cliff, a face of a wall. It's got to be flat. He put the face on the deep. He put a platter, right? A flat piece. When he gave to the sea his decree that the water should not pass his commandment, when he appointed the fountains of the earth. Then I was by him as one brought up with him, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him, rejoicing in the habitable part of his earth, and my delights were with the sons of men. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise, and refuse it not. Who's telling you that earth is not a globe? Yahushua through me. Refuse me not. Yeah, I'm a prick. I'm arrogant. Yep. I'm bold. Yep. I make it so hard to listen. Yep. You know why? Because you're either going to or you're not. Either you're going to bow to him or you're not. Hearken unto me. Hear instruction and be wise, and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, watching daily. When do I do these messages? Daily. Waiting at the post of my doors. What are the posts of my doors? These videos, this is subscription. Are you subscribed to the Word of Truth? Are you at the gates? Are you coming every day to hear Word of Truth? For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain hen of the authority, favor, grace. He will obtain hen. Get that word in your craw. Hen, the son of Zephaniah. Favor, grace. You will obtain hen. The Hebrew word for favor and grace is hen. Like a fucking hen. Like a chicken. He who findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor from the Lord. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. If you believe this is a globe earth, you're setting yourself up for fucking complete and utter failure. So if you hear GMS arguing that there's a globe earth, know that they're wicked because they don't read the Bible. They don't know the Bible. They're pushing a lie. This is your brother JD Nija. Word of Truth. Flat Earth. Let me see what I got. Yeah, I'm done. Salakia. I was going to talk about GMS a little bit, but they're not worth the time, really. I'm going to put them in the title anyway and say poo-poo on them, because it increases viewership, and we need as many believers here as possible. So leave me a comment and say, JD Nija, you're crazy, or JD Nija, you're wonderful, or Flat Earth is for freaks, or whatever. I don't care. When you leave a comment or you hit the thumbs up button, see, I'm not begging for anyone to listen to me. If you're here, you're lucky. You're blessed. You're beyond blessed. And I've been saying this since I started my channel. The reason I do this is to bless people with the truth. And if you want the truth, hearken onto it and have life. If you want to be in the house of the sinners and you want to live a death cult, that's your business. You can believe whatever you want. And in fact, the Lord may be putting it on you to believe lies so that you'll be destroyed. I'm trying to bop you out of that. Word of Truth, JD Nija. Thanks again for being here. Subscribe if you want to listen to accurate Bible teaching every day. No bullshit, no lies, no deceit. Blessings, grace, and peace to you. Shalom.